specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, always technologically late, HeyArcher. Welcome to HeyArcher Live, your show where we play a couple games of Would You Rather. We talk nerd, we talk shop. Today we're going to actually be watching the new Dune trailer, and I'll be doing a 2-minute review of Bill and Ted Face the Music. That's what it was called. Face the Music. I'll, of course, run through the gamut of all the things that went wrong today as I tried to do the show, because that always happens. But first, I'll say hello to all of you here. Of course, Art in the house. Good to see you. 3 streams going on at one time. That's impressive. Senor Anthony in the house. Good evening to the nerd-affiliated group, the tribe. Matt in the house. Good to see you. Repping for those with good taste. I have not watched Longmire. I've heard good things about Longmire, but I have not watched that. Aaron Waller in the house as well. Mark in the house. And no, Aaron, there was not a second stream. So I don't know what's going on with my... And let me know, of course, if you hear me all right. All that goodness. I don't know what's going on with my USB hub that I use for my computer, because it seems like at times not enough power is getting to it. And right now my second camera for like the zoom in feature is not turning on. Like it's trying to, but it just won't. The camera's on actually, but the data is not getting to the computer. So we blah, blah, blah. We will be a single camera show today, unfortunately. But yes, there is a theme, Matt. And again, good to see you, Mark. Good to see you, Michael. Let's get rolling. So, as I mentioned here on HeyArcher Live, it's a fun time. It's our moment to sit down, pour yourself a drink, nerd out with each other. We'll play some games. We will watch a trailer reaction. But, of course, you want to hit that thumbs up. You want to subscribe. And, most importantly, you want to hit the bell to get notified every time I go live. Because even though the show's at 8, as you know, I'm late every time, the bell will let you know once I go live. So yeah, make sure that you all subscribe, of course. And for the New Yorkers in the house, Andrew, what up? I can't do it justice. There you go. I did not get a chance to try out the screen today with only the one camera. So I'll start pulling up some stuff now because my computer was messing up. Oh, I didn't even realize Jason Momoa was in the new Dune movie. That might be a spoiler there. I'm sorry. Let's see. About to follow your trail onto the podcast path. Looking at equipment now. Oh, well, Andrew, let me pull up something here and do a shameless plug. Because when you are making content, you need to shameless plug every chance that you get. So let's see. Let me switch cameras. Switch screens real quick. If this is even set up correctly. There it is. And see, it defaulted to the other camera. So hang on. Let's do a switch on the fly to that. Boom, look at that. We are learning as we go. So, something I've not added to a lot of these playlists in quite a while, but of course, Mr. Just Samson in the house. I have a playlist actually. Let's see if I can find it. A YouTube 101 playlist, and here, what's cool about it is I kind of go through. Or I should say you go through with me in real time as I'm developing my channel. But if you go to the equipment you need to get started video, that's a good one because there's some things in there you can actually use for strictly podcasting. And then if you go down, I have a 101. It was my very first live, actually, during the quarantine. That's a good one that has some good tips in it. And there's also the 3 essentials to starting a YouTube channel. So in those, I actually have some good tips for starting your own channel. But those same things work on podcasting and on YouTube. So if anything, it actually will cost you less if you're not even doing video for podcasting. So again, I mean, you're already on the channel, but youtube.com/HeyArcher. And, I should actually reference this as well. Jump. Do I not have a button for that anymore? I do. Boom. HeyArcher.com, of course. There's a gear list. If you want to start a podcast too, there you go. Let's make nerd content together. See that? I got a thumbs up at the same time as I said that via Senor himself. Steve in the house for a bit. Good to see you, brother. But I have my updated list as to what I'm using to make my content. Camera gear, computer equipment, lighting, and all that stuff. But I have the budget list here, which is perfect for if you're just doing podcasting, no video, strictly audio. Good place to start. So there you go. All that for all of you. I tell you. But I will say this as well. You do want to, if you get a chance, head over to HeyArcher.com, and if you go to the HeyArcher store, you'll see some of the oldies here, of course, but the new stuff's coming out. I'm pretty much almost done. I'm debating because there's one sample I'm waiting to get left. There's just one sample left, and I might just launch everything without it. But a lot of this stuff here will change. Some of your favorites will stay, but the new launch is going to happen soon. So what you want to do is go to HeyArcher.com, and it's going to ask you, if you've never been there before, if you want to subscribe to my newsletter. Spoiler alert, I don't really send out any newsletters. But when you go down to the bottom, you join the HeyArcher family, and I actually use it just to notify you when the new gear comes out. So if you make sure to sign up for that, I'm going to include a little treat for all of you. So that way, for being on the newsletter, you can get a little something extra or something off. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do when the new stuff comes out. So sign up for that, and that way you can stay ahead of the game when the new launch happens. So, new Dune trailer is out. I don't know if any of you have seen that yet. I have not. So we'll take a look at that together. And let me know in the comments what you think about the trailer. Let me know if you're a Dune fan as well. I'll talk about that after you watch the trailer. But there's a lot of hype around it. So, of course, enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. And let's listen to this before YouTube strikes it down, because you know it's bound to happen. Are you ready?
Huh? What? What? Huh?
Are you ready?
Huh? What? What? Huh?
Cheesy, I know, but that's why you guys are all here. We're all nerds. All right, let's go.
There's something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
Kill them. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
All right. So let me know what y'all thought. Some reason it like scrolled when I was initially turning it on. But I'm curious, let me just mute it for a second here. Where was that? There was a part where Jason Momoa was doing like a knife thing. And I feel like he does that in like every movie now. He did it in that TV show where he's blind. Which, did that even get canceled? I'm not sure. All-star cast. I mean, there's just heavy hitters all over this thing. I think a lot of us knew that already. Let's see, I feel like no, it's not that one. Oops. That kind of ruins it, though, them showing a sandworm that early instead of waiting until... they tried to play it at the end, but it wasn't the same thing. Where is it? It's probably his daughter. Him being Jason Momoa, of course. And that's him picking up all the salts. Because for those of you who don't know, they mine salt on this planet. And it's the primary, it's like one of the big currencies in this universe. It's been not that long since I've seen. I can't find it. He did something. Y'all saw it. But my concern on this is Dune is I remember they redid Dune as a TV show on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I was obsessed with the visuals of it. And even in the old Dune, the original one with Patrick Stewart, it was visually very good, especially for its time. The only thing I didn't like in the original, which a lot of people probably... That's it. That was the move. Wait for it. Like that kind of thing. Does he not do that the whole time? Anyway. So the original Doom... very, very, very sci-fi. Not in a Star Wars kind of action way, but in a very there's deep story to it. More of a Star Trek TV show kind of way, or Next Generation, I should say, Deep Space Nine, that kind of stuff, versus the new Star Trek movies where it's over the top action all the time. But at the same time, Game of Thrones did very well. Game of Thrones was a lot of story, a lot of plot. So people may like this, but I do think that this would need to be more than one movie if they do want to do it justice. So, yeah. Let me check the comments real quick. Let's see. So Rhino Dog, you said you saw the trailer today. Am I back on regular camera? I think I am. Anthony's new to it altogether. Doom was the answer. Or sorry, Doom. Dune was the answer, just Samson. Beerless Moa. 12 watching, 9 likes. Who's slacking? I know. Tell me about it. Leave a thumbs up. Looks like a bland roller coaster. Yeah. So that's where I'm curious to see how this does. A lot of star power, very expensive movie, but we've seen the expensive movies fail in the past. So let's see how this one actually holds up. But I think with Game of Thrones, like if that was able to succeed, then I think Dune stands a chance. But it does have to. It can't be as dry as the original Dune movie was, and I believe somebody asked if Picard was in it. And there you go. Patrick Stewart was, in fact, in it. And Rhino Dog, yes. And Sting was in it, yep. Did I not have on the picture-in-picture by mistake? Did I screw that up? I'm sorry if I did. I thought I had it correct. As dry, Dune. No, wait. That's a good one, Aaron. Did I not have picture in picture when the trailer was playing? Let me know. I don't think you guys need to see the trailer again, but if you do want to see it, I can play it again. Play it again this time. Let us see it. You never switched, bro. Oh man, I'm sorry. See? Technical difficulties. All right, so how about this? We'll play a game of either, and then I'll play the trailer again. It wasn't on pick and pick. Damn, I'm sorry. My bad. All right, so we'll play a game of either. No, just all right. I'll just run it through real quick. We'll play it again. You guys can see it now. It looks like on my side.
There's something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
Kill them. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
All right, so you guys saw the video that time. But yeah, it's a very there's a lot of, and just like in Game of Thrones where there's different houses, and this one you have like a couple different factions, or I think there's 2 factions of planets that will go to war on this salt planet, and then there's like that race that's on that planet too, if I remember. But the other thing I thought of too, I don't know if any of you listen. What's that band? I'll think of it. The logo looks just like theirs. So we're back. All right. So we'll play a game of either, and then we'll do a 2-minute review together of Bill and Ted Face the Music, because I just watched it. And, of course, Consult the Blind Guy, welcome into the show, and Paximus as well. Good to see you both. Now, I think in good nerd HeyArcher fashion, this question, I think, suits us all. In the game of Would You Rather, fly like Superman or travel like Spider-Man? So, automatically, I think this one's a pretty easy answer. Because we're not answering who would you rather be necessarily, just who would you rather travel like. In the meantime, I'm going to look up that band I was thinking of, so that I can show you that logo I thought I saw. As you all discuss who would you rather be. What's their name? Very screamo. Not screamo, but a lot of screaming in that. Funny story. Friend of mine, Keith, actually used to call me Peter Parker. Architects. Let me show you real quick. My friend Keith, growing up, actually called me Peter Parker. Oh, sorry. That was the other thing I was going to show you. Yeah, so even for its day in 1984, Dune had a lot of stars in it. A lot. So it was pretty popular then, and popular now. But let's see. Let me look up the band. All right. So this is the band Architects. And that Dune logo looked kind of like this. Like, it reminded me of this video for Doomsday. Or I should say the Dune trailer. Where is that part? Yeah, see, like that. Like, doesn't that remind you of Dune? But pretty good band, I must say. If you ever get a chance to listen to them. But let's head back over to either, and let's see what y'all have chosen. Spice, not salt. Thank you, sir. That Archer OnlyFans is popping. I have to mute you for the review. Damn, I still haven't seen Bill and Ted. All right. Whoever controls the spice controls it. All right, so you know what I'll do? I'll do what I did last time. I wish I still had that same picture from last time. It's gonna be too big though. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So I'll do that. I will. I'll do the overlay while I'm doing the review of Bill and Ted, so you can mute it while this is up, and then I'll switch it off when I can when there's no more spoilers about Bill and Ted. How does that work? Does that work fine for everybody? Is that cool? So back to the question though, we have travel like Spidey, blue for Superman, blue, red, travel like Spidey, soups, red. Wait. Okay, yep. You're doubling in on that one. Blue, blue. And a perfect circle logo. I think that would work too, if I remember. What I was saying before is my friend used to call me Peter Parker because I had a camera with me when I was doing advertising, and I lived in Manhattan. So he was like, "Oh, you're like Peter Parker." So I have a fondness for Spider-Man, but deep down, I've always associated more with Superman for some reason, even though I'm definitely more Clark Kent / Peter Parker. So I'm gonna say, for the sake of traveling, easily Superman. You're faster, and I don't got to worry about falling off things and needing to make a web net or a web parachute. So I'm going Superman. And most of the world agreed with that one. Yeah. Dude from Quantum Leap was in it. Yep. And Patrick Stewart plays the character that Josh Brolin's playing. I'm assuming because they showed them sparring, and I remember Patrick Stewart doing that in the movie. Yeah, Sting, not the wrestler, Sting the singer. Perfect circle logo. Yep. Blue. Thank you. Yep. Jess Sampson, you've done everything. I'm very envious of your life there. Josh in the house with the blue. So let's do another round of either, and then we'll do Bill and Ted. That one's... Ooh. This one's good. All right. In the game of... I need a drum roll sound effect. That's what I need. In the game of Would You Rather, be a Jedi Master or be an Elite Saiyan? I like this one. I don't think this one is quite as easy to answer as the Superman question that was thrown out there. I'm thinking, would I rather be a Jedi Master or an Elite Saiyan? Well, I mean, all the Saiyans kind of sucked, with the exception of Goku and Vegeta, and then their offspring. So I think you have a better chance at being good and not just being a character that dies off screen if you're a Jedi Master versus being an Elite Saiyan. Having the ability to fly, though, can we talk about that for a second? I've had this issue with Star Wars for a long time. So Saiyans can fly, all right? Cool. Why can't Jedi fly? Like, they can levitate things all day, levitate themselves when they're concentrating. And I remember in the Clone Wars cartoon, the actual like cartoon one, not the CG one, Dooku jumps off a ledge and like floats down. And then there's also that whole thing that Jedi... Oh, sorry. And by the way, I hope that some of you guys are drinking at least...
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer. More specifically...
I forgot to do that at the cheers at the beginning. But yeah, so Dooku jumped off the sledge and like levitated himself down. And they always say that, yeah, Jedi can't die from falling usually, or they usually don't. And maybe it is a levitation thing at the end. And that's why people think that Mace Windu did not die at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Because, again, flew out a window, not why. But, like, none of them ever levitate themselves to do stuff. Like, they do that super jump. But, like, legit, just... Like, if I was a Jedi, I would focus on lightsaber skills and not even trying to read the Force or feeling the Force as much as I'm learning how to freaking fly. I'm working on levitation. So... That's what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to go blue, but let me see what you guys thought. Let's see here. And again, if you're new here, leave a thumbs up. We're playing a game of Would You Rather. We're going to do the Bill and Ted review in a little bit. And subscribe. Steve, Jedi Master. Josh, Jedi Master. Anthony, Jedi Master. Rhino, Jedi Master. Mark, Jedi Master. Samson, what is a sapien? It's a good question. Good question. Jedi Master, Jedi Master. Matt's the only one going red. Anthony, that's Dragon Ball Z. Goku going Super Saiyan. That whole thing. Because they're soft as baby shit. That's why you're not doing blue? Because they're soft? Is that what you're saying? But Saiyans are more badass as children, that's for sure. Because they would send Saiyan babies to planets to destroy the planet. So, cheers to you on that, sir. And Mark also agrees on that. Nope, not me. 3 days away from 7 years, no alcohol. Cheers to you. I just realized I messed something up. I just realized this week was the 1 year anniversary, one, of me taking YouTube seriously, but two, of no Taco Bell. And I had Taco Bell this week out of rewarding myself for going a year without Taco Bell. I should have had it with you guys on the show. I feel like you've all been on this Taco Bell journey with me during this live thing, and I should have had the Taco Bell on the show with you. I did not. So, missed opportunity. But maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll remember to get Taco Bell for when we do the Constantine live stream, which I got to figure out a day. Let me know in the chat if to live stream Constantine, again, that's a celebration for achieving 300 subscribers. Would you rather that be at night, during the day, afternoon, that kind of thing? It might, for my scheduling purposes, be a weekday, not a weekend. But let me know if you rather watch Party Constantine at night, during the day, or in the afternoon. But yeah, Matt is Saiyans all day. Jedi is soft debate. Yeah, I mean, I am Team Sith, so there you go. There you go. Steve, how near death after the Taco Bell were you? That is, yeah, any of you who follow me on Instagram, you know the Taco Bell hit home with the quickness. With the quickness. But I made it. Still here, still strong. And most of us, except for Matt, went Jedi Master. Let's see. Yep, landslide. All right, so I'm going to talk, I'm going to do a 2-minute review of Bill and Ted in a little bit. Let me just make sure everything's set up here. Where could you be? I have that up. Da-da-da. Is that still? Oh, that is the thing there. So I can do that. How about that? That will, oops. That will be, why can't I move this? Why is it locked? Unlock. There we go. Oh, and in doing that, I didn't even know I can lock, because I had that issue the other day when I turned this thing on, and all of a sudden I did this. Whoop, see? So apparently I can lock that. And now it doesn't do that. Wow. no. We learned so much together on HeyArcher. I tell you what. So, that's what's going to be the marker. When this is up, this is going to be spoiler because I'm talking about Bill and Ted. And then I will take it down when the show resumes with no spoilers. So, this is your warning. All right? This is your warning here. I will be talking Bill and Ted Face the Music spoilers when the HeyArcher symbol's up. I'm just going to check the comments real quick. I cheers you for that. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but I kind of like that too. All right. So if you don't want spoilers for Bill and Ted Face the Music, you want to mute right now. Mute it. I'm going to spoilers. When this thing goes down, no more spoilers. All right? 2-minute review on Bill and Ted Go to the Movies. Where's my 2-minute review thing? I should have had that up. Missed opportunity. All right, I'll see the timer. So, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Beginning half of the movie, I was struggling a bit. Now, before watching this, I actually purchased the 3-pack off iTunes. So Joel and I watched the first 2 movies last week and then watched the third one. Movie starts, and halfway through, I'm like, kind of starting to struggle with it. I'm like, things are going. They're doing the time travel thing. Rufus isn't there, obviously. But I realized at that halfway mark, I'm watching a Bill and Ted movie. And visually, I'm looking at Keanu Reeves, and he's older now. So I'm expecting almost something more than what this movie was. And I kind of like just shut that off and said, just watch this Bill and Ted movie. Like, you just watched them go to hell in the last movie. Just watch this and enjoy it. And sure enough, at that point, I really enjoyed it. Now, the thing I will say that's hilarious, and I know that people thought it when they saw the trailers, were they had sons at the end of the second movie, and now they have daughters. Is this some sort of like they're doing a Mary Sue movie where it's like girl power, whatever? Do they do that in this? No. Is it a girl power type thing? Yeah, because they're kind of passing the mantle from Keanu Reeves and the other dude being Bill and Ted to the daughters maybe doing a series of movies. And the daughters, being true millennials, didn't know how to play music. They didn't know how to play instruments, just like Bill and Ted. But all they knew how to do was listen to music and how to control music. So that was kind of their angle in the movie. But they explain why at the end of the first movie they're boys and now they're girls. So I don't want to spoil that part. I'll let you enjoy the movie. But overall, I must say, great movie. Once I realized, hey man, you're watching a Bill and Ted movie, I loved it. I actually really enjoyed it. Much like my Hellboy review in that 2-minute review, after a while of watching Hellboy, I was like, what am I expecting out of this movie? It's Hellboy. He's just here to smash things and do whatever. In watching Bill and Ted, they're there to just play music and just have stupid jokes. So Bill and Ted Face the Music, I would watch it, give it a view. I would maybe advise against paying full price for it, unless you're a really big Bill and Ted fan. But the 3-pack, I got it for like $30, $10 each. To me, totally worth it. Thumbs up for me. And just for the sake of giving people something to think about, I'm going to put a thumbs down just so they think that maybe I did not like the movie. Boom. That was my review. So those of you who are muted, feel free to come back into the chat or unmute it. Anthony, what are my other muted viewers doing in the meantime? I'm banking. Yeah, I did that earlier today. So let's head over and play another round of Would You Rather. I can't believe we're almost at the end of the show already. Time flies when you're having fun. For those of you who've just jumped in, Make sure to like, subscribe. I don't know who these two people are, so I will skip that. There you go. You know what? This will be the controversial one because we talked about these two gentlemen, what was that, 2 weeks ago, I think? And nobody wanted to touch the question. In this round of Would You Rather, save Abraham Lincoln, save JFK. Boom.
What?
Let's see what y'all have to say about that one. For those of you who don't remember, the question that nobody wanted to answer was, I think it was the same thing, but the choices had more to it. Like, what was it? Something like save Abraham Lincoln, but in turn, blank event happens, or save somebody else. Whoever remembers, feel free to let me know. The doctor's in the house. Good to see you. Anthony knows. Anthony knows. And that was why Taco Bell and the motto, run for the border. That's true. I like that. Matt's going already. Red, consult, shoot them both. Man, with the controversial. What? Consult saving nobody. Let's see. Dante's in the house. He's going blue. Let's see. So right now you guys are split. That's true. I am live, and so are you. If this is your first time actually on HeyArcher Live, this is your show, not my show. So all of you can interact in the chat. You throw up conversations that you want me to talk about, but then we also play some games of Would You Rather. We got Red. Matt, that's aggressive. Got Red. Matt with a suck at Dante. All right, Anthony has a paragraph here. Let me see if I can read the whole thing. JFK, because Lincoln did his big thing and was killed after. JFK did avert the missile crisis, but he had more actresses to sleep with and more good things to do avert, but mostly the sleeping around. Yep. I think Anthony convinced me. There were more actresses, but JFK did his big thing and then was killed. Sorry, Lincoln. So you know what? I'm gonna roll with that. We're gonna save JFK. I keep hitting the wrong button. Ooh. That was close. That was very close. I love that. Yeah, see? Mark agrees. Anthony, you convinced us. You make a really good politician, Anthony. Let me choose one more. And then, actually, is there another trailer that all of you would want me to take a look at, or another topic you want me to cover in the last 10 minutes? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. All right. Maybe I'll come back to that one. This one's fun. We'll do this one. I feel like Samson will appreciate it. Yes. It's my one good argument for us to hear. All right. Oh, Anthony with the Batman, Snyder's JL, Wonder Woman 84, and James Bond. All right. I don't think there's any new trailers on that I have not talked about in the DC realm. Here. Maybe we'll do the James Bond. Yeah, we'll watch James Bond. If you haven't checked out Aaron Waller's channel, do so, because he also did a James Bond trailer reaction in real time, but we'll watch it together because this video is already getting flagged. So I got nothing to lose. But but let's do this rather. I'll pull it up so you guys can see what the choices are. Then I'll load up the James Bond trailer. I'll talk about it. Then we'll answer the questions, see what everybody else thought, and then we'll end the show. How does that sound? All right. So, in this round, potentially the final round of Would You Rather, only listen to brutal metal or only listen to Justin Bieber? Would you rather only listen to brutal metal or only listen to Justin Bieber? Now, I must say, Justin Bieber does have some catchy stuff. And I've listened to some very, very, very terrible metal. I've also made terrible metal in my band Linebacker. Some of you may remember me talking about that in the past. We watched the video, I think, actually, of me attempting to play music. What? Sorry, I just chewed ice on the mic. Amateur hour over here. All right, so blue or red. All right, I'm going to jump off the screen real quick. I'm going to pull up the James Bond trailer. I actually listened to Aaron review it, but I didn't watch it. So actually, this would be my first time watching it. So it kind of actually works out. All right. This time, I know what's up. Heh.
Idiot! 你白鬼佬，你今次就係冇彈性啊！
But I totally had to say that. All right. We're going to watch a trailer for No Time to Die, and then we will go over the answer. Let's do it.
The past isn't dead.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
His name is Sefin.
And what does he want?
Revenge. Me.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
There's a young lady in Santiago I want you to meet.
You're late.
When you're ready. Salute.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
James Bond. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
You have a flow artist.
Nope.
Harder to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
What is it?
I don't know what this is. He's going to kill millions.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
All right, so I was telling Aaron on his live stream, like I saw bits and pieces of it because I was driving while I was playing, and I thought it was a Mission Impossible trailer at first. It had that feel. Overall, I think that James Bond at the moment has a lot to compete with, right? Mission Impossible and The Kingsman being the two top. Tom Cruise is owning the espionage thing, to me, hands down. The Kingsman brought in that new comedic aspect to it, which I thought both movies were really good. So with Bond, I think there's a lot that needs to happen if they want this to continue. Now, I do have to say, again, shout out to Commissioner Gordon in that. Where was it? This part was cool. Like, that's funny. That's funny. Because we've all, I think anybody who's played a shooter game, we've done something like that. But, so they're doing, the new Bond thing. But that's part of my issue with the James Bond franchise at the moment with Daniel Craig is the first movie was supposed to be him just becoming a 00. And that's why he was so, like, scruffy looking, more violent, because he was just getting he was green under the gills. I think it's the same, green under the nose. I'm so far removed from the Cielo world. I think it's green under the gills or whatever. Anyway, Daniel Craig was so new. That's why that movie was so raw. It was like Casino Royale, I believe. So you had that movie, which was great. And then the next movie, they're like, oh, he's been Bond too long. We think he's not doing a good job or whatever. And it started that part. So they missed that window. Like you let off with it being he's new. We're going through Bond in the early years because we're assuming the later years are like the Roger Moore and the Sean Connery. And then now they're like, he's trying to get out. He should be retired. And they're doing that angle. So I'm kind of like, they missed a major opportunity, but I'm also kind of just over it. Now, in watching the full trailer, I do think that they're going to incorporate a lot more comedy into this, but Daniel Craig also wants out of Bond. Like, this is it. So, do I think they should make another Bond after this? Not so much. Will they? Of course. But I think if Kingsman, I was saying this on Aaron's channel, I think if Kingsman, if they go all in on it, that could dominate even Mission Impossible. Potentially. Tom Cruise throwing himself off of stuff always wins. All right, so let's turn that off. Let's head back to our little game. And let's see what all of you had to write in there. Again, thank you all for stopping by. We have 16 thumbs up. So thank you all. I can't see how many are in the chat at this point. But we had Anthony with blue, Samson with blue, Matt fucks with the Beebs. He's going red. Consult is blue. Don't worry. My show, you can curse on my show. Check out for those with good taste, by the way. Nah, I think I'd be more of a metal guy if those are my two choices. Yeah. Blue. Matt, you stood alone. You stood alone on this, and you stood alone on the Jedi one. You'd rather be a Super Saiyan. It does look like I'm DJing with this board here. But I made a Twitch. I just haven't used it. I was also thinking, I keep trying to do things, and I don't have tons of time these days. I was thinking about trying to stream the new Tony Hawk game. I don't know if my computer could even handle it. I could try. But I was thinking about streaming the Tony Hawk game, playing that. But of course I'm doing my Constantine stream. I'm thinking the Constantine stream's gonna be next week. So I don't think I saw it in the chat, but again, let me know. Weekday or weekend works best for that. Dr. Joella is a Bond fan. What was the Coachella incident? I don't remember that. Ooh, my favorite Bond. It's always going to be Roger Moore. I think Roger Moore, because as a teenager, he was getting more of the ladies, I think, in his movies, I thought. So I attached to those. But those were also cooler at that point. Because when I was watching those, when I started watching Bond, it was before, so I wasn't a teenager, I was actually younger. It was before Pierce Brosnan started. So the newer ones were either the Timothy Dalton ones or the Roger Moore. The Roger Moore ones took place in the 70s, so I liked that style more. I didn't mind Timothy Dalton. I thought Timothy Dalton was a good Bond, but much like Daniel Craig, he's a little too rough to be Bond. And Timothy, I don't think, wore a lot of suits either, if I remember. But I didn't mind those movies. But I've always preferred Roger Moore over Sean Connery. I know that might be blasphemy, but that's my thought. Bieber is over. I feel like Bieber's in a lot of things, though. Mission Impossible did or is about to restart. Really? I mean, did you see that thing I posted on Instagram the other day where Tom Cruise, again, doing his own stunts, motorcycle off the side of a cliff to parachute off? Dude, savage. Savage. I love the Kingsman. Yeah, Kingsman was great. I like to take the lady from Santiago out for a drink. That's Batflick's new lady. Really? Like in real life? I didn't know that. Yeah, Aaron was not a fan of that trailer. I was more warm to it watching it on my computer just now than I was when we were watching it on your stream. But I think because I don't know. Definitely not going to the movies to watch it, that's for sure. And I don't remember the plots of the other movies now. Because they all like kind of seem the same. Way to go, Fleck. All right. Craig wasn't supposed to be back for this one, but they talked him into one more. That's why I remember that now, yeah. Talk as a new Bond is either a female or a black actor. It'll be interesting to take a different Bond. So, really quickly on that, I just realized we were over time, but I was late, so we're actually under time. And again, thanks for watching, everybody. Idris Elba for years was like a pick to be Bond. And Idris Elba a couple years ago came out and said, and I agree with it, he said he didn't want to be known as Black James Bond. Like, if he did Bond, he wanted to be Bond. And he felt like it wasn't the time to do it. And I agree with it. I agree with that because as somebody who's of color, I wouldn't want to be known, even though I tag blurred on things because I do think that's important. But like if I was to play like a role, I wouldn't want them to be like, oh, that was Black Superman or that was Black whatever, Black Bond. I'd rather just be Bond, you know? So I understand Idris Elba on that one. But yeah, I remember hearing that Daniel Craig was supposed to be out and they talked him into one more. It's easy money though. That's the thing. And he did, I didn't review it, I don't think. What's that one with the Last Jedi director? Knives Out. And I don't want to. I'm going to put up the spoiler alert just in case. I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but I'm going to put up the spoiler alert on Knives Out. So again, this symbol up there being turned on means I'm talking about it. I'll turn it off when I'm done. So if you don't want me to ruin any part of Knives Out, when the symbol comes up, mute. I thought Knives Out was really good. I actually thought Knives Out was really good. I thought Daniel Craig was really good in that. But I think making Bond movies at this point is just easy money. Like, just do it. And if he's able to get a movie like Knives Out after doing James Bond, then obviously Bond isn't ruining his career. So that's that. But Knives Out's really good. I forgot to do a 2-minute review on that. Boom. So let's wrap it up. Again, we have the choices of blue and red. I feel like a lot of you are blue, and Matt is standing alone on red. Ooh, Mark is Team Roger Moore as well. Rhino Dog. Timothy Dalton gets credit for his. I like his. Yeah, he's good. Oh, did the doctor leave? Oh, she did leave. All right, thanks for coming by. Good seeing you. Samson also heading out. Good to see you, brother.
What?
Let's see. Make sure I don't miss anything else. The world's in danger. Possibly a bomb genocide threat. Bond must stop it. Bond stops. Mic drop. Let's see. What did we all went blue. Let's see what the world thought. The world agreed with us. But thanks for watching Hey Archer live. I love doing these shows. Remember, head over to HeyArcher.com. Sign up for the newsletter. That way you can get notified when the new gear comes out. There'll be cool stuff for you in that. See you next Thursday at 8 p.m. Most importantly, talk to all you nerds in the next video.